Alright, what is up guys? This is Tyler with Truth and Life Paranormal. Guys, I'm coming to you tonight and I don't expect too many people in here at the moment because it's late and I didn't really tell anybody I was streaming till later in the day, so that was my fault. But anyways guys, I want to do a live and death analysis of the paranormal investigation that we did at the Phelps Dodge Hospital in July. So guys, I want to get started, but first I have some things I need to talk about. We do have two investigations coming up this month coming up. I should say Halloween, and then 2 weeks after that we're going to go to Nevada, so be sure to stay in touch. We do have all the links in the description below where you can follow us on social media, our websites, and so on. If you want to make donations for the trips that we have coming up, because we want to go to like the Stanley Hotel, the Queen Mary, and that's going to take some traveling and cost to do. We got bills to pay for, so I mean, as much support we can get, the more videos we can make and more investigations we can get out for you guys. But anyways, these analysis videos I'm going to start doing because they are important to, in my opinion, to talk to you guys what happened at these places more in depth, because you guys see the investigation videos, but you guys don't get to see the behind the scenes and what actually takes place while we're there. So I think talking more in depth, especially with the paranormal field, will give people more of an idea of what we're about and what we're trying to accomplish within this field that's still unexplained in many aspects today. So let me make sure the video is actually working before I continue here. I'm not sure.
I'm Martha McSally.
Sorry guys, let me just make sure it's working. That way I know I'm not just talking to nothing in the video, because if you guys are watching this after the fact it's streamed, thank you. I appreciate you guys being here, and yeah, stay tuned for more because we got some stuff coming up. Also, by the way guys, we got this, make sure we're running video, because if you guys are watching this, okay, we're working. Had to make sure the audio was there. Anyways guys, I want to make this short. Anyways, we got the shirts in. I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. We got the shirts, guys, in the description below. You guys can, support us by purchasing one of these shirts. If you guys are in the paranormal field and you guys are investigators, I did include the same design that says Paranormal Investigator across it. So guys, go ahead and check that out. That'll support us for the road ahead, and you guys will be helping us out a lot. You guys get to show this off and tell your friends, family, etc. So guys, no further ado, let's please get this started. I'm gonna pull up the video here. So again guys, this is gonna be a rewatch of the investigation. If you guys haven't seen it, great. The link's also below in the description. You guys can follow along with the commentary here that we're gonna be putting on. So just take a look at it guys if you guys want, or you just follow with me. That'd be better. How about that? Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear it okay.
Guys, this is Tyler with Truth and Life Paranormal. I'm coming to you guys today from Ajo, Arizona. We are visiting the Phelps Dodge Hospital, and some big names have been at this hospital. It is decommissioned and not in use anymore, but it's owned, but it's run down. It's not.
Guys, by the way, I don't know if you guys can see this.
Really in service at all, with the lights, with nothing.
It was really hot in this building this night. I think it was like 90 something degrees when we actually checked it on the mel meter. There's no electricity in this place besides in the area you see me in, and that's where we charge our equipment and just have a few lights. But all through this hospital, you guys do not have electricity. So if you investigate this place, just keep that in mind.
The only electricity we got is over there. We're charging our stuff up, and just like a working bathroom, but that's it. And yeah, guys, this is going to be an interesting investigation. We have RIM Investigations with us tonight. And guys, if you want, go subscribe to their channel, follow them on Facebook. Yeah.
And guys, by the way, I forgot to include it in my link, and I'll do it after this video. We were with RIM Investigations and the music artist by the name of Neuron Spectre. He's on Spotify. If you guys want to go and subscribe to their channel and his Spotify, look them up and support them too. Be great, because we will be going on investigations with RIM more. So take a look at their stuff, subscribe.
Who was that? Hey, did you guys shut that door? I thought I heard someone say like, hey. Oh, shit. My name's Tyler, the Truth and Life Paranormal, and I investigate claims of spirits and ghosts.
Welcome to the Phelps Dodge Hospital in Ajo, Arizona. This hospital is considered one of the most active spirit locations in southern Arizona. It was opened in 1919 and ran for almost 70 years before it closed its doors in 1986. Before it closed down, it was a location for many deaths due to accidents, gunfights, illness, and mining accidents. Ajo, Arizona came into existence due to the mining that took place right across the street from the hospital. It was the first open-pit copper mine in Arizona. Because of the mining accidents that would be almost impossible to prevent, the hospital came into existence. Many children also died due to the diseases because vaccines were not available until after World War II. In 1985, the mine had eventually shut down operations, so the hospital also became abandoned. There has been much trauma at this location, and there have been paranormal claims from hearing babies crying, patients calling for help, doors slamming, seeing shadows in the hallways, hearing footsteps down the hallways, and hearing voices out of nowhere. Could the copper mine be a conductor for the paranormal activity here? Join me as I hunt for the paranormal at the Phelps Dodge Hospital. Guys, before we get back into it, this place is literally just out in the middle of nowhere. At nighttime, there's just like no lights up here at all. It's just it's not like an abandoned town or anything, but it's very small. It does have that country feel to it. It is near the border, I should say, of Mexico too. So it's kind of like that, if you guys can get a picture. We begin on the first floor and conduct an EMF sweep to see if we can locate any explainable or unexplainable hits. If natural causes of EMF spikes can be explained away, in theory, it could be the energy of a spirit or ghost that is being detected. Guys, so I'm gonna try to pause this as less as I can, but I want to go in depth with what's going on here. So I didn't really explain it too well in the video here. EMF sweeps are essential to just finding rational hits. Your microwave, lights, hair dryer, whatever will set off these meters. So it's essential to find if there are rational explanations for these hits on the K2s or whatever EMF meter you guys bring through, because a lot of that stuff, in theory, if you're sensitive to EMF, could make you hallucinate, start feeling like you're getting scratched, stuff like that. So it's very important to go through and make sure you can find those spots. But also on the flip side of the theory is those high EMF readings could actually produce more paranormal activity. So it's just nice to know where these hits are coming from. If you can't find also any hits, rational hits, it could possibly be paranormal. In theory, it's not for sure. So you guys want to locate those spots and just take note of it.
Oh, you said
There was pigeons. He said up in here somewhere.
There's something up in this
Yeah, there has to be pigeons up there.
kitchen.
Yeah, we just saw like 2 bats fly up in here where you're at. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna freak out if there's bats flying into me.
Like 2 or 3 in there.
Yeah, you guys couldn't see it from that angle very well, but there was a bird, or not a bird, a freaking bat that just came right out of that room as soon as I said that. And the reason, you know, you should be scared of these bats, or not, but whatever, there's not a hospital, ironically, within miles of this location. I think like the nearest one was like an hour, maybe 2 hours far from this place. Like I said, we're in the middle of nowhere, basically. But there was fears of being bit by bats and getting rabies, and I didn't want to go through the whole process of getting rabies shots, and I just wasn't going to deal with it. So that's what I was scared of.
Just go off too.
Is there something here with us?
And Shane had got a hit here on the K2 meter.
If that was you, you could come up to these devices and they're gonna blink for us to let us know you're here.
It's weird that we
Did
both
you,
got
did you
it.
hear that? I just heard movement down here again. Oh shoot, that was just, did you see that?
They go
Is
on.
everyone's phone off, by the way?
We're recording on a phone.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But
There's something
So
like
REM was actually, they
What?
record on their phones,
There's
so that's something to
something
keep
right
in
here.
mind. We did do a test later on to see how far away you had to be for these K2 meters to flash
It's right in here, see if yours
go
goes
to the
off.
phone.
Yeah.
But it's something just to keep
Does yours
in
go
mind.
off right here too?
That's gotta be like some electrical.
Yeah, it has to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Mine is not going off. Yeah, his isn't going off.
Oh, yeah, they have lights right here.
I just don't know which lights are in, because he did say like that was the only thing.
Which I explained to you
I'm not gonna
guys
test all the lights, because
Yeah.
what the case is with the lights and the electricity in the
but it could be
building.
the lights.
This isn't going off anymore though. I don't know what that would be.
Carpet.
It could be bats flying into stuff too, you know. Yeah, not really.
Yeah, there's another part of it. We'll have to-
Yeah, some of the lighter noises might be bad, but if we hear loud bangs or something, I don't know.
It sounded like a bang again, but I could be wrong.
So we're still going around with the K2s
Yeah,
at this
that's where
point.
we just, wherever those bats were.
I think we did this for like a whole hour. It's a huge
Mine
hospital.
went off. Mine went to
So
orange.
there was a lot cut out for time's sake.
It flashed orange.
Well, Myron's on this side. I don't see anything over here really.
I just went to green again. Usually it's electricity, it's steady. Yeah. It's pretty cool. There's no bad.
Did you guys see that little ghost there? Not a real ghost, statue ghost. I'm gonna go back.
It could be bats flying into.
I went back too far there. Tyler, what did you do? Okay. I don't know if you guys saw that little ghost onto the
flashed
left-hand side of
orange.
the screen. That thing's been there for a while. From other
Well,
people
Myron's on
I've
this
seen
side.
go
I
in and
don't
out of
see
this
anything over here
building
really.
in their investigations.
I just went to green again. Usually it's electricity, it's steady. Yeah.
Right here.
It's pretty cool. There's no bad.
This place is also not abandoned, so you do have to get permission to get into this place, by the way, guys.
Wait,
What was that?
It looks abandoned. It could be abandoned,
What
but
happened?
it's not.
Did you hear that down there?
Yeah.
He's
Oh, I thought he was
Yeah.
down there.
No, he's right there.
So I just heard a noise somewhere within
Hello?
these rooms.
Anybody else in here with us?
Yeah, I thought it was the same noise.
So guys, I'm going to pause it real quick because right before it came to this scene, I had cut out a part where there was, it sounded like a woman that was whining or crying. And I think this is important to talk about because it could possibly happen to other investigators and they just don't know it. So the audios on any device are different. That's just a known fact. The audio quality in your laptop or whatever is going to be different than others. So when I heard what sounded like a whine, it didn't sound like Hannah because it sounded like a woman at the time, and it sounded very disembodied and weird in the audio. But I told Shane about it, and he said, "Well, I'm going to take a look at it." He took a look at it and showed me the part where I thought it was, and come to find out, it was just Hannah talking. So the audio qualities can make sounds different. This is why it's important to have a good sounding and a good quality recorder when you do this stuff, because it captures more of the real sound. If you have something like a low-end quality recorder, it's not going to sound exactly as you say it. It's going to sound more muffled and maybe even change the pitch of the voice to where people get confused with EVPs.
Oh, those pigeons, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's pigeons in the rooms?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you can see he poked his head out.
Oh, really?
He poked his head back.
Oh, in the dark?
Yeah.
I'm not getting that hit no more.
Yeah, it's not going off.
Yeah, that's gotta be pigeons.
So I
What's
just said
weird
that we're not getting that hit anymore, and so that hit we were getting in the beginning by that door, it's just gone, completely gone.
When, I said I heard something down there and I turned that corner and they started going on. If there's
That is
anybody in this
unexplainable.
corridor, I want you to come and make this go off for me. To alert us that you're here, please. You just gotta put your hand in front of it like this.
So guys, this is basically, it's
Make
a
it
red
go off
pod.
and alert
They
us
call
that
it
you're
the
here.
red
You wanna-
pod. It's not the REM pod, a red, like the color red. And it works the same way as the famous REM pod. I think the red pod is built by a group. You've probably heard of them, Paratronics. Same concept. It's cheaper, by the way. It has just a barrier go around the red pod, and anything that breaks the barrier will make it sound.
Communicate with us.
So
My
that's
name's
what I was setting
Tyler.
up there, since we got the EMF hits here.
I'm here just to communicate with you. It's come all the way from Phoenix.
And people in the stream, welcome, and hope you enjoy it.
If you can make that go off,
there
that
will
would
be
be great.
more of these in the future.
You'll
So
let
if
me know
wanna
you
see
want to
more
talk.
analysis videos.
It's
Just
hot
stay
as
tuned.
heck in here, man. It's a lot.
Yeah, look at all that sweat on my face.
Dying.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm already breaking out, as you can see. That just doesn't add to it. And that talking in the background.
The thing
if you're
I'm
using
holding in my
headphones,
hand
can
is just
actually
the
hear Shane
camera.
and Hannah talking right now. It's
Just with
nuts.
the bright light so I can see. If you want to show yourself behind me or something, you can. Get in the picture with me. See, you can see me on the screen here. I don't know if you know what this is.
I wanted
Can you
to
say
add
hello if you're
something
here?
more visual in the scenes here, so I put myself in it. Because just looking at hallways, it's kind of boring.
So, is there someone down there?
So I heard a noise, but I think after hearing it, it
There's
might have just
some
been a
movement,
bat
but we gotta
making
keep in
a squeaky noise.
mind that there is a pack of pigeons in here.
And there are also pigeons up in this vent system to the left, up there, right there.
Up in that ventilation
Just,
system.
I guess they're just
You can
living there,
kinda
you
hear
know. I don't know if that's like a threatening call or what that noise is. I don't know why they do that. If you guys know,
There's
just
those
tell me.
doves, man. I can't tell.
I felt
Those are
threatened at that
breathing.
moment.
Is anybody down there? Can you knock for me if you're down there twice? I just want to know I'm communicating with somebody. I feel like I'm sweating my butt off right now. If someone wants me to turn around and come talk to him, can you please knock? Those are pigeons or doves or whatever. Is there somebody down there? I don't mean no harm. I don't mean to interrupt whatever is here. I'm just saying hello. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a pandemic going around. It's called coronavirus.
So guys, this is a technique I always use, and this is basically a very basic way to communicate with spirits that are said to haunt a place. I'm just going to disclose, I don't know what these things are. I know what my belief is, but I'm just going to say I don't know what they are. But I do. I do have a belief. It doesn't mean it's true, but I'm not going to even talk about it. But the thing is, it's been proven through other investigators that if you talk to these things as if they are here, and they're people at least, obviously it's been proven to show some activity. So what I'm trying to do is gain trust. I'm trying to bring up certain issues, such as the coronavirus. It's at a hospital. I'm trying to get something to wake up, almost like residual. If I say the right word or bring up the right moment, maybe something will be able, residual wise, come up, such as moving or talking or something. So it's a technique that's just very known.
You know, if we can do some testing around here. Okay, so we do got Shane and Hannah.
If you guys don't know what residual means, that means it's basically just a time like lapse of the same thing happening over and over and over, such as a lady walking at the same time every day. Like at 3 p.m. you see this woman walking, but she doesn't interact with you. That's residual. And there's intelligent hauntings where they actually interact with you. So if you say the right thing or do the right thing, in theory, you might bring up a moment in past that for some reason just wakes up the past time, and you might find activity. Who knows? It's just a theory.
Here from RAM Investigations. I just wanted to announce my presence here to these guys if they're here. And I hope you can understand me with this mask on.
This stuff is, I try to add in a little bit of what's going on at the moment, because this stuff can be really, I should say, boring to some people.
If I back up, will you make that? Oh shoot, that was a bat, guys. There are bats in here.
So
crazy.
It's kind of just adding in a little bit of normalcy to the videos, show what's really happening. And I apologize ahead of time because of the autofocus on this camera.
I'm all alone right now.
It's terrible with the light. Just a standalone
It has some
light on
history
top.
to it right there, man.
Autofocus is terrible. The only reason I was using it was because Shane and Hannah were using the light. I didn't want the infrared to somehow get damaged with the lights being, I don't know if it's going to interact with the infrared on the camera, the night shot, night vision. So I just used regular lighting this investigation, which I won't do again.
You guys got a bat down there.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
I'm being ridiculous.
And we got this thing spiked to red.
Did it really?
She got it on camera, yeah.
Yeah.
And it went to like red twice, went to orange, shut off.
Where is it?
His went off. There's the stairs over here.
I was just announcing to anything that was down there what my name was and what I was doing here.
Well, what I read was this was built for the mine, but I guess more kids died here than...
Well, the guy, Alan told me that miners built it too.
Oh, really?
That it was for the miners.
After calling out my presence to anything that may be there, and not finding much activity except weird EMF hits, bats, and movement of pigeons, I decided to walk through the basement for a brief moment and try to get something to come out. So guys, this is still part of the EMF walkthrough. We're still trying to see if we can find energy hits within, the place. It's just such a big place.
Same right here. Spiked to red.
Really?
So at this point, we should be looking
I'm just
for
gonna say something.
a normal.
If there's
hits,
anybody down here, this is Shane and my
what's
name's
making it go
Tyler.
off is what I'm saying.
We're gonna be here for a while tonight. If you guys want to, you come out and speak with us. Don't be shy.
So guys, it's said that ghosts or spirits are made
This
of
is pretty
energy.
cool.
So in theory, also that these meters might be able to pick up. I mean, how else are ghosts supposed to
While taking a
walk
short
or
break
talk
after
or-
walking the basement and first floor,
It takes
RIM
some sort of
investigations
energy to do
noticed
that,
weird
right?
EMF hits coming from the K2 meter.
It was like touching this and it was going off. But only, see?
Just really weird EMF hits throughout that were just very sporadic,
Let's just test it and see if they both go off.
which indicates it's not a.
Mine's flashing a bit. There's gonna be something in there.
consistent source of energy coming through, whatever it is. I don't know.
Could be. It's solid.
I mean, what would it be used for?
I think it's really built just to put this on. It's all like one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why there would be wires coming out.
Yeah, there's nothing.
How far do you gotta get, how close do you gotta get for those to go off with the phone?
Pretty close.
So this is where I'm saying maybe the phones, which they do go
Phone's
off.
not going off the whole of the phone.
Yeah, this one's going out, but that one isn't.
And I do know from experience with these things, when a message is coming through on the phone, it will detect it before you actually get it. And you don't have to be so close for it to go
It's going
off.
off
So
more.
Yeah.
And my
I'm
phone's
not
turned off
saying
after
it was the
some-
phone setting it off, but it's just one of those things you have to keep a possibility open. I
There's just
guess.
really weird EMF
Just
hits
weird,
around here.
like I said.
Yeah. It still wouldn't reach that far though.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. And this seems pretty solidly. It doesn't seem hollow.
This is a place where the electricity runs through, by the way. This area right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We're in the
Thought there's like an outlet sticking out of there.
And now they stopped.
main room with the
I
electricity.
mean, I wonder if there was a use for it back in the day, you know? We'll have to ask Alan and see if he knows.
Something else to keep in mind.
Where's, you already put your REM pod somewhere?
Yeah, it's actually down, you guys will see it with the light on, but it's down the corridor by that door.
I was gonna say maybe later we can put it
Yeah.
up here.
Mm-hmm.
But now they just stopped.
It's just really weird.
What do you think? Do you think the EMF meters are picking up something natural?
I don't know what we would have done if that thing would actually go off.
We then get ready to head up to the second floor to do an EMF sweep.
And now we're just heading up to the second floor to do an EMF sweep, guys.
That's a low ceiling right here.
I honestly don't know how long, if I remember. I think maybe I put it in the video, how long it took for us to do this EMF sweep. Just to see if there was any electricity in the building. See if there was unusual hits. And that's not your sound dropping, that is actually
Looks like a receptionist there.
cutting out cuss words. Percent.
We'll come back.
You got a little spike in there.
I was gonna say, I thought I just saw a spike right here.
So this is one of the
Oh, here it goes.
rooms where the children would be at, that kind of ward. And what's cool is, if you guys don't know, Ghost Adventures, it's on the Travel Channel, obviously. They investigated this place, and that little crib, or whatever you want to call it, was actually donated by them. It's kind of a prop piece for the place, donation.
Yeah.
It's just so weird how it's just so random.
You guys can see what's going off.
Oh, dude. No, I'm pretty sure the guy that was here that opened it up for me, he said that this was donated as a prop from Ghost Adventures. So
Makes sense. Usually we don't have spikes all the way to red.
Yeah, that's not very common at all.
I was also saying it's just weird how it's just so random and then gone.
Was there anything down this way at the end?
Oh, there's a lot of like. Did I drop something?
Shane, I just saw your messages. For some reason it wasn't showing. My bad.
Could be one of those bugs.
Yes. We got a week till our investigation. By the way, guys, on Halloween.
It's just so weird how like everything is so
So we'll see you
tight
again.
together.
Yeah. Especially some of the ceilings. That's weird.
Test that thing just a little bit.
Heard something, I don't know if it was done or not. Probably was.
You know, you're just in a big building, and any sounds, you got to be skeptical because, well, one, there's birds. Two, it's an old building.
My
Three,
shadow
we're
just scared the
separated
hell
right
out of
now.
me. My shadow on the wall it scared the hell out of me.
Can I step on the stuff especially for the next one? That's the next one. Yeah.
This must be the waiting room. Because here's like the window.
Oh, yeah, that's that door we just came through.
This was a maze.
It's the stairs right there, right?
Oh, yeah. We gotta find the road. Somebody stepped on a rock.
Yeah. The thing is, that's why I keep looking around because it sounds like I'm dropping something or.
Yeah, so right here we kept walking, and it sounds
Just
like
like
we're
that.
dropping something
You sure that
every
wasn't your
time.
ankle?
No.
So we're investigating what that noise is. We'd look behind to see if anything was on the floor.
They made me jump. See that noise?
It has to be just the stuff on the floor.
See that noise?
Yeah.
And that's the sound we can hear.
Maybe is this walking?
So it might be something underneath the carpet. Doesn't sound good though.
X-ray machine was here.
I can't believe we've been doing this EMF sweep. I don't remember how long it was, guys.
As I am taking a B-roll shot of the X-ray sign, I hear a door slam. Not knowing where Neuron Spectre is at, and assuming it was him,
Okay, so
you will notice
I feel like I was explaining this very weirdly. So I'm going to go back just a little bit. So at this point here, we actually hear a door slam. We all did, but we didn't say anything to each other at the time. Because one, we got Shane right here, and then Hannah in front, I think. Or behind, I don't know. And then Neuron Spectre is actually in another room, just down that way. So let's play the door slamming one more time.
as I am
X-ray machine was here.
We got a couple pictures of this room, 'cause it's
Yes, so she was behind Shane walking
As I
in.
am taking a B-roll shot of the X-ray sign, I hear a door slam.
The door slamming is actually in this doorway here, and just right, I mean to the right, literally catty corner, there's another door. And I know what door it was from the walkthrough. What was slamming. So I'm like, alright, well, Neuron Spectre is going through it. Okay.
Not knowing
So
where
I'm waiting.
Neuron Spectre is at,
I
and
point
assuming
the
it was
camera
him,
here, and I
you will
point
notice I
here,
shoot my
waiting for him to
camera in between the wall, waiting.
because this door right here is also a way out of it, so I'm waiting for him to come out either side.
for him to walk out either
I
side.
hear him.
I assume from the walkthrough, which
I hear him in this room right here. So again, Shane and Hannah are in front. We find Neuron Spectre is actually in this room, and I'm obviously right here. There's no one else. It's
door it
just
was. When I don't see him walk out and hear him in the room across the hall,
So what
I
I
get a
should have
feeling
done
it
to
was
show
not
he was in the room, but I'm all excited right now because I'm like, okay,
him.
well that's kind of weird.
Was that you?
The door's right there. That's the door.
Are you serious?
Never walked in here. I had one of those spike up the yellow.
Hey, did you guys shut that door?
I don't know why I'm asking these guys if they shut that door because they're obviously right there. But I'm trying to be rational about all this. I'm just trying to be rational, guys. Okay. It was just really weird. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I thought
Did you hear it? He's been in here.
that wasn't you shutting that door.
I'm just glad I had a perfect shot down there at the time it happened because
Yeah,
I
that
just
wasn't
ran
wrong.
across.
Oh, yeah.
I said I was rolling, but I didn't.
I'm not stating
That's why I was looking. I thought I heard him in there.
just trying to be
I'm like, why
rational
the door
about
shut? You two were just right there.
yeah, no.
I don't know
It
if
was
it's
not.
this one.
I looked at it right after it shut, and I was like, oh, that's it.
Was that the sound?
Yeah. But we didn't leave it open because it shuts by itself.
Well, the other two doors are open, so.
Here is a side-by-side comparison of the door
That's why I was
slamming
like,
and then testing the
I was
door
gonna
to
say
see if it
something,
was the
man.
same sound we had heard.
Was that the sound?
Yeah.
So it sounded exactly like the same door.
But we didn't leave it open because it shuts by itself.
Well, the other
We
two
didn't
doors
have
are open,
Any
so-
visual on that door. So
That was an X-ray.
unexplained.
That's why I was like, I was gonna say something.
The same.
but then-
As we try making sense of it, Neuron
just don't see
Spectre
it
says
opening or
he was
closing.
having his EMF meter light up.
I had a reading with the yellow.
Could he have been picking up activity taking place in the next room over?
Let it go.
So again, guys, with the K2 meters, any EMF meter, there's been claims in the past from other investigators and maybe from myself. I don't know, but when there's activity about to happen, in theory, and from what other people say, those EMF meters will start blinking or give you a digital reading. And sometimes that means something could possibly or is taking place right now, and it's detecting the energy in the air, meaning if it's a ghost, in theory, they're either moving something and the detector's showing you that it's picking up something, or it's walking. Some sort of energy is being given out at the moment. So could have Neuron Spectre been picking up the EMF hit of
Yeah, I don't think
the
there
energy in the next room over. It's possible. Just
I mean, that was
how strong
loud.
that EMF is at the time.
Hydraulic isn't letting it go that far.
Something
So
slim.
you'd have to actually push it.
Yeah, you have to actually push
Because
it.
we're trying to figure out how this door actually shuts. There's some points where it will just not shut completely. You have to actually force it shut.
I thought it was you walking in.
That's what I thought. That's why I was looking down.
Because I was standing here, I could see from the.
I think if you open it far
I'm
enough,
wondering if we should like
it doesn't want to
just sit
stay
here at one point
It
and
doesn't
just
stay open.
have the door kind of open.
It sounded
Just
like
that,
it
and see if it
was
just shuts for some reason.
Yeah.
And determine what
Open up
what
pretty
it's
far.
called.
Even if it was like, just like that and it
and
closed,
then
it's not
the
gonna.
sounds of it not shutting all the way. It
It's
didn't
not,
shut
I mean,
all
you'd
the
have
way.
to push that, it's not just gonna
Yeah.
be a drag.
So again, that's one of the things it takes. You have to sit there and try to find a rational answer to everything that happens, because if we just chalked it up as ghosts, and especially in today's world, where it hasn't even been proven that a ghost exists, only just claims. That's why I do what I do. Hopefully the field is taken more serious and something comes find out within the future. I don't think it'll be found out in my time.
There's a lot of force.
I guess we'll start questioning if their door's shut.
Pump it out.
After investigating the unusual door slam, we decided it was time to head downstairs and get more equipment and start communicating with anything that might be upstairs.
Is it really 93 degrees in here? Jeez.
It was 93 degrees, guys.
Children's spirits are said to haunt here, so we set up a camera and a ball as a trigger object and attempt to catch anything.
So since we're in the child ward, we're trying to
How
set
far
up
away
like
you gotta be for it to set off?
props such as balls. If they like to play with balls or toys, they can mess with it. Guys, I don't know if you can hear this. If you're wearing headphones right now, I'm just going to replay this because I actually heard it on a playback while watching the video. If you don't have headphones on right now and you're watching this, put them on right now. There's a weird kind of what sounds like a voice in the very background of all this. I'm not going to say what I think it's saying, but if you hear it, let me know.
How far away you gotta be for it to set off?
I think 40 inches it says.
I'm going to play that over and over, just do it. Let me know what you think.
You gotta put it in some spot and record it.
We're trying to interact. We're trying to interact with these spirits, and if you want to do it, you do it in a way as if
Should we
there are
put it
people
up against a wall or
that
something?
has shown at least the ways to get something to come out in the past by other investigators. As you guys know, you guys watched a lot of this.
Let's see if that moves at all.
So right now we just set up a ball, and what I am doing, all that stomping, I'm trying to see if stomping or walking will make the ball move, because if we come back and that ball is moving, we know it's just not the floors, you know.
If there's anything in here that wants to set off this device on the chair, just go in front of it and it'll play some music. Just like that.
And that is actually Rem's device.
Okay.
It's just basically a motion detector. We'll set it off, play music like that.
You can play with your ball, toss it around, roll it.
Since we had the door slam earlier, we decided to start an EVP session on the second floor corridor.
So what I'm doing right now, guys, I walked down there to, I set up a K2 meter down there. So if anything passes and, maybe passes through that door, it could be detecting that presence or being.
I want to make sure there's no contamination, so I just set it down.
1 second.
Before we get into this part, because this is actually a very important part, this is the first time, we're actually investigating without the EMF sweeps, so we're just starting upstairs. I am actually sitting down right now because I've been walking around and I'm just crouching to do an EVP session, which stands for electronic voice phenomenon, and that is where you just have an audio recorder, you can use your camera, audio, whatever, and you just start asking spirits questions. And sometimes when you play back the audio, you'll hear voices that you didn't hear with your own ear, because in theory it's just known the audio recorders are more sensitive than the human ear, and in theory it could pick up voices that are attributed to as the dead or ghost. So we use this a lot in paranormal investigating, so that's what we're trying to do right now. And this is what happened right when we were starting.
Did you say that?
So I'll go back here so you guys can see it.
You guys just want to start, or?
That
I
was
want to make sure there's no contamination, so I just set it down.
1 second.
So if you guys don't have headphones on, put them on now, and so listen to this, or just turn your volume up really loud.
I want to make sure there's no contamination, so I just set it down.
1 second. Camera's gonna
Did you say that?
This voice did not sound like any of us.
Did you say okay? Did you hear
And someone
okay?
pointed out in a video too, I don't know if you guys just saw that little orb that just shot through the camera. It was like right in here. I'll play it back here.
Camera's gonna
Did you say that?
Watch.
This voice did not sound like any of us.
Did you
Right
say
there.
okay? Did you
Now,
hear
orbs are attributed to be ghosts in a lot of people's minds, but dust can look the same way. That just means it's really close to the lens, so it just makes it look bigger. And insects can be caught that look like orbs. So I'm very skeptical of the orb phenomenon. So I just take it in, and that's why I didn't even point it out in the video. Can we just take that video and just show it to a skeptic or a scientist and there you go, there's proof of ghosts right there? You can't. You've got to have something more concrete. So unless it's very bright and like, oh wow, I'm not going to really talk about it, but I will point them out for you guys in these analysis videos just to clear up why we
I thought
didn't
I
say
heard
it.
someone say okay.
And it seemed to just come out of thin air, which made it stick out to me.
I want to make sure there's no contamination, so I just set it down.
1 second.
Again, guys, at this point, I heard a voice, and this is very weird. It was a lot louder in person. I had sat down, and I told him, hey, I just set my voice recorder up on the counter right beside me on my right-hand side, because you don't want to move with the voice recorder in your hand because it'll make swishy sounds, and sometimes it will sound like voices. So you always want to set it down if you can, and if not, just be really, really still. But I set it down. I'm explaining to them before we even start the session, hey, I just set my voice recorder up here so there's no contamination. And I heard a voice just come out of thin air that said, okay, but in a whisper kind of way. And it sounded like he was replying to what I had just said. Like he was listening to us and like he's there with us. And my first thought is, okay, it was one of these guys because, there's 3 other people. But it sounded very different. It didn't sound like either of these guys' voices. So just keep watching here.
Camera's gonna
Did you say that?
What was it?
Did you say okay? Did you hear okay?
This is a REMS footage. Again, go check out their channel, REM Investigations, and subscribe, because we will be collaborating
Was you recording?
more.
I want to make sure there's no contamination, so I just set it down.
1 second.
Contamination, so I just set it down.
1 second.
Contamination, so I just set it down.
So after I watched this, my first thought is this is Hannah's voice into the the phone, which they're recording on. And after playing it back a few times, it just doesn't match the tempo or speed of someone just saying, okay, and then just talking loud.
I want to make sure there's no contaminations when you sit down. Okay.
1 second.
Because she actually goes, you can hear her
1 second.
actually hum a little bit before she talked. So we'll play it again.
I want to make sure there's no contaminations when you sit down. Okay.
1 second.
She hums a little bit, so there's no way that
1 second.
Contaminations when you sit down. Okay.
1 second.
Are you okay? Did you hear okay?
I heard like,
I thought I heard someone say okay.
that wasn't you. It sounded like maybe a car driving by, but it just
So at this point, Shane heard something different. Sometimes that's possible from my experience. Sometimes we hear different things, or people hear something that others don't. I don't know if it's because of selective hearing, but it's possible too. But I heard what I heard, and I just had to listen to it on the voice recorder because that recorder actually records in higher quality sampling formats and whatnot. So I had to just play it back just to see if it caught it. And in instances, sometimes you'll catch only these voices on certain audio that you have going at the time, and the others won't even catch it at all, which is kind of weird of itself
like that.
from my experience.
Sounds like saying okay. Like I said, I want to say that.
I didn't say
anything.
I just asked for the recorder with it. Holy sh! That's f***ed up. That's gonna have goosebumps.
It was a whisper. It's like,
Okay.
It's crazy.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, so this is just really weird. It's probably the best disembodied voice I've ever heard. I want to say it was a disembodied voice, but there's 3 other people here, so it's one of those things. If there was maybe 2 people or just one more, or just one person in the room, that would have been very spectacular. But it's something to note for sure. An experience that's kind of right now.
Is there somebody around here with us? I mean, it sounded like a man to me. Is there a male somewhere down here with us?
Voices are very common with hauntings. Just hearing voices out of thin air.
If so, can you go up by that door? There's a green light next to it. If you try to knock it over, it'll detect you and it'll let us know that you're with us.
So you guys actually have to put on headphones to hear these. I'm not going to play it back because you guys can listen to it. Just rewind it if you need to, if you're watching this later. There are what sound like little
We're just here
bangs
just to
going on.
investigate.
Like, they're loud.
We're here to get to know
because
you.
It's a big hospital. The sound's traveling.
It's your chance to come out and
Birds
speak
are
to us,
possible.
please. We come all the way from Phoenix.
Or the wind was
You wanna
coming
say
through
hi?
some of the windows. So it could have just been... they also had paper on the wall because you guys can actually book this place to make films, like movies and stuff. And it looked like someone had just covered a whole few windows with just construction paper. And we just kept hearing it throughout the night sometimes. So we had birds, construction paper, all making noises. Who else knows what's walking in this place? We don't know.
Did you used to work at this hospital?
So right now I'm just
Were you
showing
a
you guys
patient here?
how these sessions go. Really quiet. You gotta be quiet. Don't move.
I gotta stand up.
If your stomach growls, if your nostril makes a weird sound while you're breathing, you've got to note it. If you swallow.
Can you come tell us your name?
Because those sounds can come across as weird sounds on the recorders.
My name's Tyler.
And we let some seconds in between some questions.
Someone's stomach growl.
I made my foot.
Oh, was it? Okay. Don't be scared with all this stuff we have in our hands. If you don't know what it is,
So we talk to them as if they're people.
it's just equipment to allow us
Or
to
just
talk to you
walking
easier.
through.
Can you tell us who slammed the door earlier?
Was my stomach growling?
I see it. My stomach growled. I noted it. And you heard it. It's kind of embarrassing, but you've got to note those things. It's just part of the investigation. It's more to it than just ghost and whatever you're doing it there for. Spook or thrill.
If you guys can you knock down there? If you're somewhere down that corridor, please. Just knock or bang something for us to let us know you're here, please.
Yeah, I've had people who've gotten bored of ghost hunting because sometimes we'll
If you
go
used to work here, can
hours
you knock over there, please?
and won't catch anything. They just find it boring.
Did you?
So I kind of want to capture this. I know today the attention span of people have gone down since back in the days because of cell phones, social media,
These were
entertainment.
the buildings I liked too.
So some people get bored of this stuff, especially watching it. You could be watching better stuff, but I want to capture for myself and for others
If
that watch this and are
you
serious
used to be
about
a
it,
patient here, can you
to see what we
can
do.
you knock down there, please?
So I just could have cut all this out. It's a different feeling though when you're actually there in a claimed haunted location. I don't think a lot of people could do it also. In the dark.
Did you used to work at the mine? Yeah, there's movement down there.
Now that was a weird movement because it sounded like it actually came where the
Yeah, let's go see.
the little crib thing was. If I'm naming that thing wrong, just correct me in the comments below.
I thought it was going to be the ball for a
I
second.
thought so too.
Again, these noises could have just came somewhere else because noise does
Is there
travel.
somebody in here?
So we could have been misled to the location we thought it was coming from.
Oh, mine just went yellow.
Did it?
That noise we just heard, it was, I think Shane's laugh. It just came across funny on the audio. For the longest time after reviewing that, I thought it was something
You can
else.
make this flash again by touching it.
If there's someone in here, you can always come out and speak to us. Don't be shy if you're in here.
This is flash yellow. Can you make that music box go off? You want to play the music box?
We're going to be here for a while. So if you guys want to come out and just say hello,
I
Can we
also
get a
want to say
hello?
thank you guys for watching this. If you're in the live stream right now, welcome. You're welcome to comment, like, do whatever you want. I do this to show the people what we capture and what we're doing, so this field can be taken seriously and for future generations to come, actually. So,
Can you open and close that door
glad you're
again?
here. Appreciate it.
Whatever, or if anything's here, we're gonna chase it down and see if we can make
So
it
at this
move.
moment, we're thinking, okay, we might have something because we keep hearing noises and we heard okay.
All right, we're gonna come down this way, guys, if you're in
We
here.
feel like it's only for a brief moment and something's there and it moves away. So this time we actually decide after hearing that bang and movement, go down to the other
All right,
end of the
if
corridor.
there's anybody down this way, can you please do something to let us know you're in here, just so we know we're talking to somebody? There was a door over here that slammed earlier. Can you let us know if that was you?
So yeah, we're in the area where that door is slammed. To my right is where the
I'm
door
feeling a
slammed.
breeze on me, but I think it's that window back there. It's only there to make up. There's a window over here that seems open.
So one of the claims is that you can,
Yeah.
you know, it gets cooler in the presence of a ghost. That's actually a real theory. So I started feeling some like breeze.
But this
in
is
the
what I
back.
was thinking, that maybe shut the door earlier, but I don't think it's strong enough.
I don't think it's strong enough to reach you out there.
There was a breeze coming through that.
Push the door on and it doesn't all close all the way.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, it doesn't close all the way. And that's more like what we heard.
You should have took the EMF meter and put it up by the door earlier to see if it was, you know, energized or anything. Are there any children in here? Any children? If so, can you tell us how old you are?
So again, we're trying to get something to do something. So
If you want your
again, we
picture
move
taken, you
down
can just
to the
stand
other
in
end
front of
the
these
corridor.
devices in our hands. Hannah and I have one. You want your picture taken? If you guys want to, you can go play with that music box in that one room. Do you like music?
So again, I set my
Just feel
recorder
like
down
full
for that session.
Yeah, well, the
Yeah.
caution tape's blowing, so that's why I'm wondering if it's the air just from out there. I don't know. It's the only air source we could have.
So the tape is
The only thing I can think of is just the window
it's the wind.
cooling it down, because there is a slight breeze coming through it.
But like that and the,
I mean, it's just consistent. It's the thing.
yeah,
Is it coming through the
a
door?
little bit of air coming through.
Plus, we got that over there.
There's a little bit coming from this room as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably just cooling down the
Yeah.
area. Is there a certain spot in this hospital you want us to go to? If it's upstairs somewhere, can you knock? And we'll walk towards that area. Was it down there?
Yeah, so headphone wearers, you gotta wear headphones for these. Unless you turn your volume
If it's upstairs somewhere, can you knock? And we'll walk towards that area.
It sounded like something moving. I don't know.
Let's just get our stuff and walk down there because
I can't
I
say
just
for
said if
sure.
you guys want us to go somewhere.
It was like a metal pipe. It was
Hearing
like-
some sort of noise, we decided to walk down the hall a little to see if we can communicate with anything and locate where the sound is coming from.
I mean, we're right by a window too, so it's hard to tell where it was coming from. If you guys are down this way, can you knock or do that noise or whatever it was that we just heard again so we can find you?
Was that a cricket?
Yeah.
I don't know somebody run buttons.
Where is it?
Did you hear it down there?
I thought I heard it back there, but it's hard to
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
It was the same noise again.
Did you hear it down there?
I thought I heard it back there, but it's hard to
I don't know if it's
Where is it?
Did you hear it?
Where is it?
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
We hear more movement, but the location is tricky when inside a bigger place
Are
that
you
echoes.
downstairs? If you're downstairs, can you do that again?
So at this point, we're trying to locate where the sound is actually coming from.
Just one more time, do it for us, please.
If you're in the delivery room, can you make that noise?
The delivery room is actually down this corridor to the, and then left and right you can go into the rooms. And there's more
back there. Comes back there.
Before it comes up, to me it sounds like footsteps coming up the stairs that we had walked up. But it was just like one or two steps, I think. But I actually compare the sounds back to back here.
While listening back, it sounds like someone walking up or down the stairs. Take a listen to this unexplained noise compared to the people walking down the stairs behind
So
me.
compared to
And
us,
let me know what you think.
walking down the stairs at one point during the night. It sounds like they're walking on the concrete stairs.
Downstairs.
It has the same
I think we should
type of
should just
sound
break
to
up
it.
this whole place and then we'll go like.
So we could just been walking right through them at this point, whatever that sound was.
We make our way back downstairs to see if we can find anything out of the ordinary.
If there's anything down here with us or anybody with us, can you please say hello? Is that paper again?
It's that paper,
Okay.
yeah. It's in there.
Maybe that's what I was hearing earlier. I don't know.
It's not that loud though.
Just have to go see.
So
Things are all crazy.
this is the paper I was talking about. Down in these rooms, some of them covered up.
Is that window open?
Is that you?
Yep, that is me walking
No.
outside.
They were like, that wasn't you?
Where did you hear that?
I probably
Just
that noise on the-
like right here. I could have sworn I heard something go, hey.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That was before you hit the bells.
I did not hear what they're talking about at this moment with my own ears.
Yep.
Like I said, if you want to watch RIM's investigations of this place, go over to the channel, just type in RIM investigations at the search bar. They should pop up
Yeah.
first. Or just download the
I think
link.
that's what yep, that was what
Did you hear that? Yeah. I don't think that's feet scraping.
No,
It's too
I
high
think so.
pitched. This is a lower pitch.
it's not my voice.
I didn't hear anything.
I heard that
I
clear
was-
as day. It was like right around here probably. That's why I turned to look at you.
I don't think I was recording on this one.
I got it on my phone.
So there are reports of a lot of disembodied voices.
Damn, we don't usually
even
get EVPs
when we don't investigate.
during-
Oh,
we hear
loud,
about
like
them.
audible.
during the
Yeah, we
investigation.
don't hear stuff while we're walking around like that.
Kind of crazy.
They're probably warning you about the bells.
That was probably, yeah.
Watch out for that bell.
You stupid fucking thing.
If someone's in here, can you come stand next to this thing on the floor?
So that's the red pod, guys, not the REM pod. I think the REM pod goes for like $200 some. I got this one for like 50 or 60 bucks at the time.
What's that paper?
Yeah,
Why is it so loud?
Actually, 4.
That was paper?
Yeah,
It's still paper.
that's the paper on the window again.
So there's a lot of debunking going on in this place.
I just don't know
At least
why
on
it's
this
so
night.
consistent.
Maybe we can just pull it down.
I wonder if we can just take it off.
Or just because it's taped up, so we'd like to pull it down. I don't know.
I wish I
After
would
this
get like
video
a
show,
trailer
guys, I'm
line
gonna
or
give you guys a
something.
full detail of what I did. Investigation at this place.
Yeah, it's too lines in there. It's been way too consistent. Yeah, there's a breeze right here.
So we did feel a
He's gotta
breeze
wait
coming
for it.
in from the window.
At least on this
So
side I feel one.
depending on how hard the wind was blowing,
Yeah.
we'll send that thing.
It's a little breeze, but it'll make it rain.
A little bit.
It just kind
So,
of frustrating.
yeah,
more noises.
That's why I'm saying I wish they would put up just regular curtains or something instead. Yeah, just,
They must have done it for a movie because there's only a few rooms like that.
well, we've had birds, we've had the paper,
Bats.
bats, outside noises because the windows are open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Although there have been unexplained activity, we have to keep in mind that there are pigeons, bats, open windows, and paper on windows that are making noise due to a little wind coming in, all which can confuse any investigator. We decided to take a little break again, and as we are getting ready for a spirit box session, Shane and I hear a disembodied voice.
He's like, that's new.
This was weird. So when this happened, you didn't see it on camera because we're actually taking a break right now, and luckily Hannah was recording because I wasn't. I was taking a break, drinking. The thing is, this happened at the Whaley house too. When we take breaks, something is always happening. So just for any investigators out there that watch me, maybe you think the same way, always have a camera rolling. Just put it on the table or something, because you never know. You might not capture the thing that's moving or the thing that crosses, but you might be able to, just hear something. And in this case, Shane and I, after hearing this, we just looked at each other kind of dumbfounded, like, did we just really hear a voice? Because it didn't sound like any of us. It sounded like either hey, I don't remember the time if it was hey, it might have been hello, or it could have just been hanging.
It did not sound like this
We heard a
voice came
man's
out of the
voice just
spirit
come
box.
out of just
We
the
continued our hunt running 2 PSP-7 spirit boxes, seeing if we could communicate with something.
No, very strange.
The sample phone?
Is someone just trying to speak to us?
So, these spirit boxes, the theory is that spirits can use the, there's a couple theories to this spirit box. Either they can manipulate and talk through the radio waves, going into the specific device to where they can speak to us. So it's running through radio stations really, really fast. Or they're somehow just able to manipulate and come through the device. I don't know. There's a few theories on how these things work. No one really knows the theory, but it's electronics. You know, spirits are figured to manipulate electronics of any sort, any kind. So that's what we're doing. We're just trying to use this. It's a form of communication with spirits to see if we can make it easier for them to talk to us. So we're trying to do this. We didn't really hear anything the whole entire night. Maybe a few things. They heard something here, but I didn't hear it because I was further back. So that's what they're investigating.
There's a weird, another male voice sounded older. And
It's kind of muffled, yeah, really muffled.
so when I was walking into this room, I was like, oh.
Anybody down here? Can you say something through this?
Again, sorry about the autofocus, guys. Just did not want to focus. Just literally gave up on it for a second. It was very frustrating. Someone actually pointed it out in the comments on the investigation video. I understand the frustration of trying to watch this.
If there's somebody down here, can you guys use this device to speak to me? Manipulate it in some way? It said we could hear you through these devices if you speak. Can you say hello? Can you say something?
So at this point in time, I'm by myself while they're
Going around the
doing.
whole hospital for almost 40
At that
minutes,
point,
there were only
I was
2
by
voices
myself.
heard from the spirit box session.
We only heard like 2 voices come through, maybe. Just dead.
Our investigations had left after a spirit box and SLS camera sweep.
Any of the spirits that might be in this place with me.
So at this time, I'm by myself because there was on Rim's side someone that wasn't feeling well, so they had to cut it short and left. So at this, they did like an SLS camera walkthrough and then left. So I'm in here by myself at the moment,
I wanted to stay just a little longer to see if I can get any more replies.
and I'm scared to walk into these rooms because
I'm
of
not gonna
bats,
lie to you guys, it's a total different feeling when you're in here alone.
and because you're alone.
Is there anybody down that corridor? If so, can you make a noise? A knock?
So at this point, I'm just trying
Anything?
to yell to anything.
So let me know that you're here. So
Really
guys,
raising my voice.
I'm just gonna yell out, try to wake these things up right now. If you guys are down there, say hello. I'm not trying to be intimidating. I just want to communicate. Can you do that?
Just trying to get something to happen.
I'll tell you who I am. My name's Tyler. I'm with a group called Truth and Life Paranormal. And I come here to investigate claims. I feel like they're freaking. I just got some bad goosebumps right now.
Okay, so I don't think I explained it here, but it felt like something just like, I could have just been feeling something. I'm not saying it was a ghost, but it felt like something on my head moved. But I got some bad goosebumps after that.
And I investigate claims of spirits and ghosts. There's movement.
Yeah, you heard movement there.
And what I do is record you guys because people don't believe it's real. So what I have in my right hand is a voice recorder. It will catch your voice if you try to talk into it. And the thing in my left hand will detect your
Honestly, I don't
energy.
know why I'm
If
wearing
you try to
a
knock
mask
it out or
by
touch it,
myself.
it lights up like rainbows. You like rainbows?
I sound stupid asking that. So more movement was heard at this time.
If you want me to come in there, can you say yes? It's just a creepy feeling being here, basically by yourself.
Basically, I was by myself.
So there's stuff moving through the ceiling right now. Hello? Is anybody back there? Bro, it's a different feeling when you are by yourself. And, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know why I got chills like that. Probably due to the fact that I'm just thinking of it, you know? That was me.
Yeah, so a lot of it could just be I'm psyching myself out.
Now, I do hear stuff moving through the ceilings. Now, there are pigeons or
Yeah, we gotta
doves
keep
or
that in
whatever.
mind. There's probably just some sort of
And there are
critters going
bats.
through the ceiling at this time.
Probably should leave.
So this is, I said I should probably leave. Shane and Hannah just left, so I am at this time kind of skeptical of walking in these rooms by myself because of bats, honestly. Plus, you know, you have the fear of just not knowing what's going to happen in a huge hospital and complete darkness. So there's that too.
I'm gonna end up
So here I get
leaving.
guts to start walking. And look,
Okay.
a bat comes through. I don't want
I'm
to
gonna end up leaving. Can you say goodbye?
I have to get those rabies shots, man.
If you can say goodbye, I'd appreciate it.
I wanted to do my intro before leaving. What was about to happen caught me off guard.
All right, what is up, guys? This is Tyler with Truth and Life Paranormal. I'm coming to you guys
So this is
today
not the
from
beginning,
Ajo,
guys. Don't think it's the
Arizona.
beginning.
We are visiting
This
the
is what happened when I was
Phelps
doing the
Dodge
intro.
Hospital, and some big names have been at this hospital. It is decommissioned and not in use anymore, but you know it's owned, but it's run down. It's not really in service at all with the lights, with nothing. Only electricity we got over there. We're charging our stuff up, and just like a working bathroom, but that's it. And yeah, guys, this is going to be an interesting investigation. We have REM investigations with us tonight. And guys, if you want, go subscribe to their channel, follow them on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Who was that?
Hi, Astro. Thank you for joining.
I just heard something.
And
Heard someone or
good
something
early
say,
Sunday
hey.
morning to you also.
I'm going to see if that was caught on my voice recorder.
After reviewing the voice recorder, I have come to the conclusion that the voice I thought I heard was just me breathing. Being the only one there at the time and scared to be bit by a
Yeah,
bat
so I
due
heard
to
a voice. I think at this time I was psyching myself out so much that I thought my breath was actually
rabies concerns, I
because you're
decided to
breathing in
call
that
it a night.
mask, you know. So I finally
Phelps
called it a
Dodge
night
Hospital
here.
was a place.
I called it a night here, guys. It was maybe about 15-20 minutes after they left that I stayed, because you didn't see it on camera, but I started hearing what sounded like critter footsteps in the roof or in the ceiling, and it sounded like a freaking monster. I'm not even joking. I don't know what it was. I didn't put it in the video, but that was the final point of me staying there, because it didn't sound like birds, but then again it could have been, because it's just quiet in there and the sounds just travel and make it louder than it is. So yeah, that was that.
Of care when trauma hit in Aho. Being abandoned after the mine shut down, there have been claims of paranormal activity from doors shutting, hearing voices,
1 second.
and hearing movement throughout the hospital.
So basically, all the claims that are said about this place, we kind of in some way.
Is the trauma that took place stored in this hospital? Are we experiencing some of the residual energy in this place? Whatever may be here, Truth and Life Paranormal hopes to be back one day and hopes to expose what is happening inside this historical building.
So yeah, guys, that's basically it. It was a fun sort of investigation for sure. It was hot though. That was the only downside about it. Hold on, guys. Yeah, that was like the only downside was the heat, because it was hard to really kind of breathe when it's hot and there's masks on you. And other than that, it was fun. I think it got to one of the investigators a little bit, the heat and working I think all that day before. So yeah, they get to us. It's probably a better idea to investigate probably in the fall, winter months down there, because there's no AC in that place. Like I said, no electricity. So next time we go, we know what to kind of look for, and that's the thing. We will be going again sometime. I'm not sure when, but we will be going again for follow-ups, because I don't want to investigate places once and call it either haunted or not haunted, because we don't spend the time, enough time there to actually, make a astounding claim that it's either haunted or not. You know what I mean? Like, there's things that could possibly be happening there that we don't see because we're not there all the time. So we will be going again to that place. We're not sure yet when, but I think there's a lot of unexplained things, especially with the voices we heard, maybe the door shutting, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily paranormal. I'm not going to say yet, because unexplained doesn't mean paranormal, but I think paranormal could mean unexplained, but it's just unexplained. It's not paranormal at this time. At least I haven't concluded that as paranormal, just because the door shutting could have just been some of the wind or something. I could be very, very wrong on that, but we don't have a camera in that room where the door was shutting, so we don't know. We just go off based on what we heard. So it's unexplained. The voices, there were 4 people there, so I'm not saying it was one of them talking, but I'm not saying it's a ghost either. So again, unexplained, but it could be paranormal. But we gotta do more tests and do it again and see what we come up with. So guys, I just want to thank you for if you're here live with me, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. We will be investigating Halloween night. I don't know if we're doing a live stream yet, but just stay tuned, because I will keep you guys updated and on my social media, which is in the description below, so please go visit that. Subscribe and follow me on Instagram. That will help out. Like this video before you leave, so YouTube recommends it to people. Comment on it afterwards. That will help me out. Also guys, down in the description below I have a link to the t-shirts. This is the Truth and Life Paranormal t-shirt here, if you guys can see it. You guys can get one to support me, or if you guys are paranormal investigators yourself, we have in the same design, it says paranormal investigator on it. So if you guys want to grab it for your team, you need some quick shirts. That supports me too. Like I said, we will be traveling to Nevada in November, coming up in a few weeks. So if you guys want to actually donate, I have in the description below a Patreon and even the PayPal account, because it takes gas, it takes hotel rooms, all that good stuff, food, and the investigation cost, batteries. It's a lot of work, and it takes time to do it. So if you guys want to consider doing that, just share it. We'd appreciate you. We do plan on going to the Stanley Hotel sometime, the Queen Mary. That takes some road trips to do. So guys, appreciate you guys being here. Again, follow me on Instagram, the Facebook page. We will be updating all any updates on there. So thank you again, guys. Appreciate it. Comment, subscribe. Again, thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.